everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole, and today I'm doing a quick speed painting of a little apple using the HIMI gouache set. I did a first impressions and unboxing of this palette last week on my channel, so if you want to go check that out, I will leave a link in the description below. To do this painting today, I used a Skillshare class, which was really helpful because I am a beginner to gouache. I'm a beginner to art in general and painting, and so I really don't know what I'm doing. So I found this tutorial, this Skillshare class, really helpful in terms of kind of getting a very quick basic crash course in gouache and how to apply it and the consistency that you sort of want the paint to be in when you apply it to the paper. If you want to check out that, I will also link that in the description. I would highly recommend it. One of the things that I found a little bit difficult with this particular exercise was getting the colors to blend seamlessly, and I was trying to use a lot of the techniques that the instructor goes over in the Skillshare class, but I think it's either because of the paints that I was using or because I'm a beginner. I was having a really hard time, and you'll see me struggle with the shadow in particular quite a bit. And I think it's because I didn't mix enough of the medium tone to go seamlessly from the dark to the lighter portions of the apple. Something else that kept happening to me as well was that I continuously made the apple darker as I went. I think it was because I was trying to blend everything into the shadow rather than matching the shadow to the rest of the apple. I'm not entirely sure, but it's something that I definitely will have to watch out for next time I do something like this. Also, I had trouble matching the color of the paint to the apple. I'll insert a little screenshot of what the reference photo that I was kind of trying to go off of looked like, to give you kind of an idea, but as you can see, it's a lot lighter, where mine in the end turns out a lot darker, even darker than it is right now, which is already not matching the color. One of the things that I noticed right away with the gouache was the kind of stages that the painting went through. As a beginner, obviously I don't really know exactly how the gouache is meant to react and how it's meant to blend and what is normal and what isn't normal for this type of medium. But from what I understand from looking up and looking at different guides and tutorials, I understand that gouache paintings go through kind of like weird phases where they start out looking really ugly, and then they slowly build to the final, piece later on, and they begin to look a little bit better. And this was something that I really struggled with while I was trying to paint this little apple, because especially up close, like from far away, it doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look great, mind you, but it doesn't look terrible. But up close, it was just a hot mess. Like, it looked so ridiculous and just not polished at all. And the whole time I was doing it, I was thinking, this is really bad. Like, I'm not doing this well at all. So I think that's one of the definitely the main difficulty for me, other than like figuring out how to use this new medium, was getting over the hump of, or the thought of, this is really ugly. Should I even continue doing this? And I'm happy that I didn't just completely give up on it, because it does turn out kind of okay at the end. Like, it's not amazing, but I do kind of pull it back a little bit. Right now it's looking a little intense, I guess. That shadow's really dark. The light spot down by the stem isn't working the way it's supposed to. Like it was in the reference photo. It's looking a lot more harsh with that like direct line. So it was like kind of a learning process, having to go through and figure out where to put or how to soften things up and work with the shadows. But it was difficult at the time because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking like I should just stop. coming now to my final thoughts and opinions on this particular palette, the HIMI Maya Gouache set. As a beginner, I think that this is a great palette. I'm really happy with the price I paid. I'm in Canada, so I got this palette for around $40. In the US, you can find it for around $20 on Amazon, so I think that's a really great price for the amount of paint you're getting. It's pretty decent quality. I don't think it's compares to artist grade quality, but it gets the job done, and with the amount of paint that you have, I don't think you're going to be worried about using it up and, you know, wasting expensive paint. So that, I think, is a really great thing for beginners, especially if you're like me and you get this kind of notion in your head that you don't want to mess something up, or you don't want to use like the expensive equipment or materials because you don't want to waste them. That's always how I think. So if you're like me, I think this palette could be really great for you. One of the other gouache sets that I've heard really great things about, which I'm really disappointed that I wasn't able to get my hands on it, it was sold out when I was looking, is the Arteza gouache set. I believe it comes in 24 tubes, and I've heard a lot of people really praise the quality of the paint in there. I think it may actually be better quality than the HIMI gouache, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't had the opportunity to try it out myself. If I can find it, I will definitely be getting it though, because I really want to try it out. But I will link both down in the description below if you want to check out either of those sets for yourself. Thank you so much for watching my little speed painting of this apple that I did with the HIMI Maya gouache set. I had a lot of fun doing it, especially following along to the Skillshare class, which I will link in the description if you want to check it out and follow it yourself. If you want to see me get better at art and improve my skills over time, please consider subscribing to this channel, and we can kind of share in my successes and failures together. Anyway, I'm going to be posting every week, so I will see you later. Bye! Do you like the painting? You're not a fan? That's fair. I never said I was good. What do you... That's the No, you can't eat that. That's my paintbrush. Hi. Okay, bye.